National reports are out there that today Quinshon Judkins is in New York and meeting at the league office to wrap up their investigation of the alleged domestic violence incident that Judkins was involved in. Kevin Stefanski was asked about Judkins and when he'd be on the practice field. Could he play against the Ravens on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm going to take it day by day, Daniel. He's not here today, not practicing today, so I'll really take that day by day.
Why is he not practicing today?
He's not here today.
How do you balance when he gets Kevin, just getting him up to speed with not putting too much on his plate physically, given he hasn't practiced with you guys since?
Well, I think with any player, Scott, you want to be very smart about where they are, because it's all different. It could be guys coming off an injury, a guy that you signed late during the year. You just have to be smart about where they are, and that's where this week we'll take it day by day and see where he is before we make that determination.
Is absence today related to discipline, or is it personal?
He's not here today. Not going to get into specifics, but expect him here tomorrow.
New York meeting with the commissioner.
Not going to get into specifics, but I expect him back tomorrow.
I think it's safe to assume from the national reports he's meeting with the commissioner's office. To your point, though, the holes have to be there. And here's the one thing. This is now back to a run style that they, in theory, know how to fix. So we'll see. But, you know, the Ravens are a whole different challenge than the Bengals defensively. That's a really good defense that you're now going against, and one that wasn't expected to be good, that you couldn't run on.
Yeah, and I think actually it was mentioned pretty well during the game. Look, Al Golden going there, and they mentioned, that basically Cincinnati did not have any joint practices. Cincinnati kept it vanilla all, summer as far as what they were doing. So, I'm sure Al Golden certainly has been working and basically took whatever the old Cincinnati Bengals defensive playbook was and basically probably threw it in the nearest fire pit and basically decided to just go the opposite of what they had been doing. You got to give them certainly some credit. They played well, and they certainly played well defensively and, had two miraculous interceptions. But, yeah, it's a whole different animal because, the expectation this week is that the Baltimore Ravens defense is going to be good. It's going to be stout. But you can't necessarily give the Browns a free pass here either. Look, they know everything there is to know about the Cincinnati Bengals. They know everything there is to know about the Baltimore Ravens. It's not like this is one of these teams that they only play, every 3 seasons or 4 seasons, the way it works out sometimes. They should know these franchises, and they should know them pretty well. So, the expectation should be we should be able to show well at least. I mean, and not to have, one play. There wasn't one run play they worked on all summer that they said, man, we're going to call this. We know it's 7-8 yards. Because we certainly didn't see one of those on Sunday. But if they have any hopes of competing with Baltimore, other than the fact that Baltimore is, I guess just flat out trying to troll the Cleveland Browns franchise right now. But if they have any hope to compete with the Baltimore Ravens, they're going to need to be able to run the ball, and they're going to need to keep Lamar Jackson as a spectator.